There's the referee. Bring the fighters together for the commencement of 5 rounds of Muay Thai. If you look at the reach on these two fighters, you'll see that Kunpal in the red has a 2-inch reach advantage in terms of height over Sarachai. So Kunpal a lot taller than Sarachai's according to the tail of the tape, but when you look at those two fighters out there in the ring, they don't look too much difference in height. In fact, it's hard to imagine that Kunpal is in fact 2 inches taller than Sarachai, who then latched out with a very hard, thundering roundhouse then. So Sarachai indicating he's got his power and he's kicking in tonight. So Sarachai in the blue corner, demonstrating power kicking here in round 1. There's still 5 more rounds to go. There he goes again with that hard roundhouse kick, Sarachai. That's something that Kunpal's going to watch to make sure that he doesn't allow those kicks to get into his exposed rib cage, because that could be quite devastating should Sarachai be able to score in hard with those roundhouse kicks to the body. Good punch by Kunpal. And this action is really starting to hot up here in round 1. They're not taking it slowly, they're giving their full power in round 1. Probing, testing the defences. Kunpal in the red. Sarachai in the blue has been power kicking for the outset of this fight. And Kunpal's enjoying being able to use his hard punches. He's able to slip in those punches whenever he gets the opportunity. Sarachai's been relying on his kicking. Kunpal moving in onto Sarachai. Sarachai being forced back into near the ropes. Let's fly, give him another good roundhouse. A little bit low, almost though, the idea was good for the head, but just fell a bit short. And Kunpal punching again when he gets the opportunity in close. Sarachai picking his target, then comes in hard with the grapple. It's where he chance to use his knee, and he gets a good knee in there, and a half elbow attempt by Sarachai. Roundhouse, thumping roundhouse again by Sarachai. And then the round, and a good round, I believed it went to Sarachai, although there wasn't much in it, but certainly in terms of power kicking, Sarachai would have taken the points. But a lot of punches there thrown by Kunpal. There's the roundhouse exchanges in the centre of the ring. But very, very little separating these two fighters after round 1. Very even contest, but I would have had Sarachai in the blue slightly ahead because he seemed to be a bit more direct with his kicking than Kunpal. Kunpal's been relying on his punches, and of course punches don't score that highly in Muay Thai. Let's see if there's a change of tactics now. See if Kunpal wants to get in and grapple with Sarachai. So get his knees working. In the one grapple exchange we've seen to date, it was Sarachai who was able to convert his knees quicker than Kunpal, so perhaps Kunpal decided to stay his distance. And that was another good roundhouse kick to the body by Sarachai, and a good knee by Sarachai. Sarachai's doing everything right at the moment. Kunpal really hasn't had any real effective weapons to fire back at Sarachai. Sarachai in the centre of the ring. Kunpal comes in and moves back. Good roundhouse to the body by Kunpal. Beat Sarachai to the mark, but Sarachai comes back again with those roundhouse hard kicks. The referee telling Sarachai to keep up the pace. Good deep push kick there by Sarachai that pushed Kumpol right back onto the ropes. That was a classic teep push kick by Sirachai there. When he does let loose within his striking, he's got a lot of power, whether he's kicking or using the teep push or throwing the elbow. He lets loose with 100% power. Sirachai in the blue. There he goes again with that hard roundhouse kick. Attempt by Kumpol to grab the kick and convert to a plough technique, but couldn't do so. Oh, another good roundhouse by Sirachai. Teep push kick. Thundering roundhouse response by Sirachai to the roundhouse by Kumpol. Sirachai is doing everything right here in round two. Knee punch combination, then another knee by Sirachai. He's looking good. And Kumpol's going to have to use some new tactic to stop Sirachai dominating this contest. There he goes again with a good teep push kick by Sirachai. And cleverly defended on his shin there by the attack by Kumpol. Now watch the grapple. See who's got the strength, and that's Sirachai who won that exchange, and he waves his hands in the air and confidently goes back into his corner after 2 rounds. The 2 rounds and both have been very impressive, and there's that teep push kick. Look at Kumpol push right back against the ropes by that powerful teep push of Sirachai. So after 2 rounds, Sirachai's corner smiling, confident the way this fight's going, and that means that Kumpol is going to have to do something here in round 3 as we move towards the centre stage of the fight. Kumpol needs to do something to turn the tide because Sirachai is looking confident. He's scoring well with his knees and kicks, and there's the referees indicating to Kumpol to move up a gear or 2. That's a good teep push kick by Kumpol. Now watch the grapple and see who gets scores with the knees. Good knee by Sirachai. Another good knee by Sirachai. Kumpol comes back himself with a knee, but certainly Sirachai got the upper hand of that grapple. Roundhouse kicks by Sirachai. There's that knee by Sirachai. Sirachai in the blue, doing well on the grapple, forcing Kumpol back onto the ropes. Certainly stronger as Sirachai. The referee breaks. A little bit of despondency coming over the face of Kumpol too. He's at a loss what to do. If he stands back, he opens himself up to those roundhouses of Sirachai, and then when he gets in close to the grapple, well, Sirachai's got more knees going for him, so Kumpol really doesn't have much options here at this stage. He's really getting outpaced, out-teep pushed, and also in the grapple, he's not doing enough work. Although here he is doing better now as he gets right on top of Sirachai to land that knee. That's better work by Kumpol. Much better by Kumpol. You can hear the crowd responding there as Kumpol gets in some knee attacks, and it's a clumsy roundhouse throw by Sirachai, probably because of those knees he took. He wasn't concentrating too well, and that enabled Kumpol to score. So Kumpol using tactics here to edge back into this fight. In the grapple, kick by Sirachai. Roundhouse by Kumpol. A wild kick by Sirachai, and it finds his leg right outside the ropes. Now he's forcing the pressure on to Kumpol again. He comes in for the grapple. Scores with a knee. Another knee by Sirachai. Kumpol swings him around the ropes and comes back with knees himself. A better round now by Kumpol. He's starting to pick his mark a lot better. And he's able to stop Sirachai from attacking, and he's really even starting to get a little bit in front when it gets to the grappling. So been a good latter stage of this round to Kumpol in the red. But Sirachai's coming back hard now himself with knees. Good knees by Sirachai. Forcing Kumpol right back. Sirachai comes in onto him. Leg grab plough by Kumpol. Referee breaks it. He took his 2 steps, which is the legal limit, then comes in hard with a head-eye kick by Kumpol, and a better round by Kumpol in the red. Maybe not enough to give him the points advantage, but it certainly gives him a chance as we go into round 4. You can see here Sirachai in full flight as he lets fly with that kick and finishes up with his leg outside the ring, and you're watching Muay Thai.
Can't we all just get along, man? I don't think so. It's the NWO. It's the Four Horsemen. It's the Alliance, man. Is there anyone else? Mommy? 60 men in 3 rings. Think of what could happen, man. Only one can reign supreme.
It's WCW's World War III.
Devastation was never this good. Coming soon to a lounge room near you. Live and exclusive. Fox Sports. Tuesday, 7:30. December 96. Fox Sports' unsurpassed commitment to international sporting entertainment. Grand Slam Cup matches live. Hopman Cup live. NBA games live. Live NFL games. US PGA rounds live. New Zealand Open live. Tours, rallies, Superbikes, Supercross, Wallaby Tour, Test matches, sensational soccer, international coverage, World Cup qualifiers, Portugal, Germany live, classic fights, classic action, sport with spirit. Join the scintillating generation of sporting greats from all over the globe on your #1 information entertaining channel, December 96.
Muay Thai. Well, with round 4 coming up, it's going to be make or break time for Kunpol. He's put a bit of pressure back onto Sirachai in that round 3, but really Kunpol, if he's going to make a run, he's going to have to do it in this round, because Sirachai is extremely tough and hard, and what the judges are impressed by is the power of a blow, not necessarily how many land. That was a good punch there by Kunpol, though. That one did stop Sirachai in his tracks. Another hard punch by Kunpol, and he's really going to try to put pressure onto Sirachai in this round. As I said, it's a make or break it round for both these fighters. And Kunpol wisely changing his tactics, because he wasn't really doing much to penetrate through the defence of Sirachai or to stop Sirachai's attacking foray onto him. So those 2 punches may have had some effect, but although you look at Sirachai now, he's fully recovered from those blows, and even though Kunpol is able to grab him, Sirachai looks still pretty tough. But if a transition's going to come about, it's going to happen in this round. This is where Kunpol's going to have to be the dominator. He started well, but can he continue on in that same vein? Kunpol moving back. Sirachai picks his mark, then slips. It was a good kick nevertheless by Kunpol. Sirachai comes in hard. There's a good knee response there by Kunpol. Smart fighting by Kunpol now. He's very good in the counter kicking and attacks, and Sirachai will need to be a little bit more cautious, as Kunpol is starting to get his knees working every time he gets into the grappling stages. And now Kunpol backing off from Sirachai. Sirachai had a couple of good rounds, but this one's been particularly good by Kunpol. Kunpol starting to find his mark now, and he's looking a little bit more confident as he faces up to Sirachai. And there you see a bit of smart, clever kicking there by Kunpol. Knee attack by Sirachai. Kunpol moving around, hard knee there by Kunpol. And Kumpol again looking clever as he moves around and keeping Surichai at distance. Surichai moves in, there's the knee and attack by Kumpol. Kumpol looking rather serious now as he glares down on the Surichai. Surichai comes in and takes a knee, and a knee response by Surichai. End of round. Better round by Kumpol. There he is, those hawk eyes of Kumpol as he watches Surichai come in, and there he is, forces him back and then gets his hard roundhouse kick in and then blocks the kick by Surichai on the shin, as is the way it's done in Muay Thai. Leg grab and good knee attack there by Kumpol. So Kumpol, playing percentages there, he's been able to manoeuvre around and slightly better than Surichai in round 4. And that's going to leave round 5 really to be the determinator of who's going to win this encounter. So one more round remaining. The fight is very evenly poised, and the 5th round will decide the judgment of who's the winner of this contest. Blocked on the shin there by Kumpol. Knee defence by Kumpol. Hard roundhouse there by Surichai, just missed its mark. Roundhouse to the body by Kumpol. Hard attack by Surichai. Kumpol moving around the ring. Surichai standing back. Good attack there by Kumpol. Again, clever kicking attacks there by Kumpol. A little bit better than Surichai in the tactics department. This is going to be a very close decision. Knees by Kumpol. Wild kick by Surichai. See the way in which Kumpol was able to defend well by raising his shin, which acts like a shield. Kumpol looking at it, he wants to move on to the attack now as he swings around in a sort of a decoying method there. It looked like it might have been defence. In actual fact, that was an attacking move by Kumpol as he's setting up that strike. Again, clever work by Kumpol. In this round 5, he's not boxing harder, but he's certainly boxing a bit smarter. It's going to be very close, though. One false move here and you leave yourself exposed, and that 1 point could tip the balance in the judgment. So both fighters obviously a little bit cautious. They realise that this is a very crucial stage with seconds remaining. Surichai doing one last chance. Realised he might need a point to win. There it is, both fighters holding their gloves in the air. We'll wait for the decision, but I would slightly have Kumpol a fraction ahead to take out the honours of this contest. There he is, a little bit more tidier than Surichai and a little bit smarter, as I said before, without possibly winning the contest. We'll wait for the final decision. It's very close. Winner is Kumpol in the red.